Hi, welcome to the Native Wildman channel. Your host, Sean Catfish Wilson. And the star of the show, Cosmo. Oh, come here, Cosmo. Oh, you're such a pretty bird. I don't think Cosmo's gonna come out. He's hiding up underneath my sheets. That's one of his favorite places to go to. So this tea time is brought to you by the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, or Adventures of Gypsy and Gorilla. See, I've got 4 lovely random teas. Any, mini, miny, mo. Catch a fish by its whisker. And should I let it go? Alright, it's gonna be this one. I can't remember how the thing goes. Something about catching a tiger by its toe. Alright. Oh. We have Boulder Breakfast Tea, black tea, puree, or puree. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced, but it's a type of black tea. It's a fermented black tea is actually what it is. And chocolate. Huh, interesting. Ooh, definitely smells chocolatey. Alright. So like most teas, it's 3 to 5 minutes. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. Gonzos. Bluminati Ninja, Victoria May, The Quiet Listener, Women Carry Knives with Therapeutic Edge. Do Something Kind for Somebody, Crossover Paranormal Society, SE Knives. The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, Catching Them Fish, Danny Day's Homestead, Big Red EDC, Spirit Brothers UK, Big Tiny's Outdoors, Grumpy Grunt, My Bad Adventures, Yolnan's Edge, Gal Southern Living, Nine Fingers Mining, The Fly Smith, Any Fin is Possible, Sunny Farms, Missouri, Matisfaction, Squirrels Magnet Fishing, Off the Hook Outdoors, Laugh Channel, EDCQ, Mega Dog, 555, Aqua Donkey, Wild Japan, Hog Do 79, ODC for EDC, Smoky Mountain Knife Works, Chillin' Indiana Carl, Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors, Lefty EDC, Some Old Man Outdoors, True Budget EDC, Angling Spiders, Knives Fast, Zach Stuff, Matt's Fishing Mission. Alright, and that goes all the YouTube channels. Now we will do the local businesses around my area. Radina's local tastes better. They have some awesome pastries, some really they're baked. They have some really awesome baked bread. In fact, I did a video on it before. I need to go buy some. Brothers Coffee, check them out. Really awesome dude that runs the place. Hugamoo, Hugamoo, Hugamoo. Black Mammoth Tattoo. On the wild side, it's where I get all my awesome rocks. And they do really good tattoos at Black Mammoth. And Full Circle Diner Cocktail makes some awesome cocktails there. Come here, Cosmo. I love you. You're such a pretty bird. Yes, you are. Alrighty, and as you can see in the background, I've got, I think you can see it. Oh yeah, you can see it. I've got a rod and reel that I'm going to go over. That's my crappie rig. First, let's get this timer ready because she's about ready to boil really soon. Alright. And 206, 208. And she be ready. And we have Belt Loop 29 is Batman. Alright. So you got a little soft plastic on here. This is a St. Croix Triumph 6.6 light action SC2 graphite, or light power I mean, sorry. Fast action, 4 to 8 pound test. As you see, it has all the information on the rod that you need to know. The balance point is right there with the reel. It has a fork handle. Fuji, I believe. Yes, it has a Fuji reel seat. Then it has stainless steel frame with a titanium, or not titanium, aluminum oxide line guides for the inner ring. And the rod is very, very light. I forgot to start the timer. We'll give it another minute or so, I reckon. Does have a bottom thing screw. I keep them pretty tight because if not, they'll loosen up a little bit. And I find that with most rods that this will loosen up. So I try to keep it pretty snug. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus a tip. Has 7 guides plus a tip. And so I've been using this rod for several years now, probably at least 6 or 7 years, I would assume. So this is a decently old rod. I got it when Dick's Sporting Goods first came into Manhattan, Kansas to replace my ultralight ugly stick because I wanted a light action or ultralight, which I ended up getting the light action, and I really like this rod. It's a really good rod. It's really sensitive. Like if I take and I can take this and drag it along the carpet, and I can actually feel the grooves in the texture of the carpet. On this rod. Get my tea ready for y'all. It smells really similar to a hot chocolate kind of mixed with tea. Definitely interesting scent. And yes, I have had tea with chocolate in it before. It's good, but it's different but good. So, this is the way I like to taste tea for all of you that enjoy tea. Definitely getting the flavors of your. Seems like they probably used a basic black tea. They don't tell me what type of black tea. They just say black tea, which is kind of confusing because there's several types of black teas. I mean, Ken Moon, Flowery Orange Pico, and then that comes in a few different variations like BOP, Supreme, and I think there's one or two others. Ceylon, and the same with that, it comes in variations. Darjeeling, Lychee. Those are a few that I can think of off the top of my head. But I believe your most common ones would probably be your Ceylon and your Flowery Orange Pico, as they probably combine those two on a lot of the things. Or like most of your drinks that you'll get that's mass tea, like Earl Grey. Most Earl Greys, that's probably what they use. because those are the inexpensive out of the two. Oh, a psalm. Can't forget the psalm. I think I may have said it. I don't know if I did. I did. If I didn't, I didn't. Well, I guess it's on a need to know basis. That's pretty good tea. Definitely a pretty good tea. So what type of tea are you drinking? No, some people prefer Earl of the Grey, or Earl Grey is what it's normally called. And this comes from the Tea Spot is a brand of this tea. Leaf Buzz Health. What's cool because it tells you on the side of this one like each individual tea. White tea, low antioxidant, meditative. I don't know what the low means. Then it says green meat, mid, antioxidant, vitamin C, oolong, antioxidant, weight loss, Darjeeling, mid, antibacterial. Still's got antioxidants in it. Old teas have antioxidants, but black tea, high energizing, antibacterial, puree, high heart health, digestin, yibaramate, which I don't think is an actual tea. I'd have to research on that. If it doesn't have leaves from the tea tree, then it's not an actual tea. But it says energizing minerals, rooibos and herbal is calm. Like if you actually get into herbal infusions, there's different herbs do different things for you. I've mentioned this before. I actually have a tea time that's what's the difference. That's what I called it, and it's basically I go over a lot of difference between teas, like an actual tea, and a normal infusion, and I go over the main difference between it. So anyways, back to this fishing rod. As you can see, it's definitely got lots and lots of miles to it. I've caught hundreds of crappie off of this rod, and yesterday when I was fishing, I was catching crappie and bass. I've caught some channel cat off of it. I've caught my personal best smallmouth on this rod. 6-pound test. Now that was fun. That was probably a 7-pound smallmouth bass. It was a half-inch over the state record, and the state record is 6.89 pounds or 9.8 pounds, or really close to 7 pounds. And I landed a big old smallmouth on this. 6-pound fire line. I like the fused line. I might try and switch to the fins. They make a 6-pound and a 4-pound line too that I want to try just because they're round. But I am thinking about getting another crappie rod that's a little bit longer than this. As far as it's holding up, holds up real nice. I've also caught 5-pound channel cat off of this rod, and I've caught lots of fish off this rod. Right bass, blue catfish, flathead catfish. I haven't caught chub minnow or bullhead off of it because I actually haven't been to the bullhead or the chub minnow place since I've gotten this rod. And definitely some chunk bluegill. And every fish that I've caught off of this, it's handled it really nicely. Caught some really big wiper that were, I have pictures on Facebook. I think I did do like a picture thing. I think it ended up being a short of me holding a whole bunch of different fish, and most of those were caught off of this rod and reel here with 6-pound fire line. I have seen AI videos that will say that fire line is, excuse me, it was Cosmo. Bird this morning, so I'm trying to sleep. He goes, "I love you," and he walks over to my foot and bites my toe. Not hard, but it hurt a little. Hard enough to hurt, but not hard enough to bleed. Cosmo. Your fans want to see you, Cosmo. Cosmo. I don't think he's gonna come out today. Oh well. He's still getting used to being at a new place. I mean, he's adjusting pretty good. I do need to take and wipe this down good, but anyways, I definitely suggest Fireline, especially in your smaller your like smaller pound test braided or fused lines. I've tried a few other brands and they tend to break a lot easier than this. Fireline, you can get into rocks and everything, which I have. Obviously, some of the places I fish at are real rocky and high in other cover. And as far as like the line ties and stuff on the guide ties, how they threaded it up, they did a really good job. I think St. Croix hand does this or hand finishes it. I think they hand tie their eyes on. And this rod, when I bought it, it was just over $100, or just like right around $100. Now it's like, I believe, $120 for the same rod. Is it worth it? Yes. In my opinion, yes. This rod is worth every penny that I spent for it. This is the entry level or the baseline model of the St. Croix rods. So, and like I said, for the price, the sensitivity is phenomenal on this rod. Are there more sensitive rods out there? Probably. There's a lot more expensive rods out there. But for your average Joe, and you're someone that you enjoy fishing a lot and you want to get nicer stuff and you're willing to save up a while for a fishing rod, you can't go wrong with the St. Croix Triumph. It feels good in your hand. I mean, most people, I'm right-handed, most people would put the reel on this side, but I can't reel with this hand. It just feels uncomfortable. So I grew up using the Zebcos. Was my first rod and reel. It was like a Zebco 202, 33 rhinos. I used to swear by them. Are they good reels? They were. They're decent for the price. I mean, they're a decent reel for the price, but they're probably not gonna last as long as like. So you got a. This is a Daiwa. I used to swear by Fluger, but unfortunately they've been bought out by Pure Fishing since my first Fluger wasn't Pure Fishing, and I don't think my bait casters were under Pure Fishing when I got them. But in my opinion, since Pure Fishing took them over, they've kind of gone downhill. And so, 100% recommend it. Proven, tested by someone who goes out and catches fish quite a bit. You can't go wrong with the St. Croix Triumph rod for a baseline rod. And like I just recently did an unboxing of another St. Croix. This is my first St. Croix, and I probably have, I believe I have 6 St. Croix, and I really like them all. Most of them are bass, or 3 of them are bass rods, 2 of them are catfish rods. Next St. Croix I get will be another crappie rod. That way I can have, I want to get an ultralight, so I'm thinking about getting an ultralight. And also I get the Legend, and I'll get a 7-foot light action because I don't have that length and an ultralight. The longest that I've seen is a 6-foot 9-inch ultralight. So cheers. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had a St. Croix rod, or what rod do you like to use for crappie fishing if you crappie fish. Peace and long life, my friends.